the Clippers were battle-tested in so many different directions that it was really good for them now moving into the second-round series. I just think they've got a much more calm presence about them based on the fact that they had to not only go down 2-0 and 3-2, but go up against this guy who was seemingly unstoppable and find their way through it.
Man, congratulations, man. Moving on. Anytime you can advance in the playoffs, it's huge. We showed a lot of resilience, being down 0-2, getting beat on our home floor, and then going up there and winning 2 tough games. That series right there, last series, it made us better. I do believe it 100%. It made us better. Altitude, game 7, guys are tired, we had to travel. But we ready, we prepared, man. And I'm excited about this journey. All right, so let's bring it in, man.
Got me on 3. 1, 2, 3, bam!
Round 2 of the playoffs is upon us, and the Clippers take on the #1 team in the NBA, the 52-20 Utah Jazz here in Salt Lake. This is a team that can hurt you in a variety of ways, and the Clippers are going to have to be ready because this Utah attack is great on both ends of the floor.
This place is electric, and they are raring and ready to go.
We know we come into Utah, it's a tough environment to play. We know the altitude is strong, so when you have a short time to prepare, the biggest thing you can do is just take care of the basketball and play hard.
We're expecting an all-out battle through this best-of-7 second-round matchup.
They've been really solid offensively. The ball's moved well. They've gotten great quality in their shots.
Step back, left wing 3 is good.
They have given Utah fits in this first half.
We started off the game well. It's just a thing where we got to carry it on for 48 minutes.
This has been a second half barrage by the Utah Jazz. Explosion in Salt Lake City.
And the Clippers, with a final gasp, almost got the job done, but just not enough time down the stretch. And LA will drop game 1.
Coming from the left side to your right hand. Playing on.
Game 2, the Jazz have an outrageous shooting night.
Tough shot by Donovan Mitchell.
Clarkson steps it back, tries a left wing 3 contested, banks it in. It's been that kind of night for Utah.
And despite all the crazy, the Clippers had a chance.
When the Clippers are locked in on the defensive end, they are tough.
And Leonard off to the races, Donovan over the lane, Leonard to the rim, the swipe and score for the Claw.
This defense they've employed, where they're matching up out of the zone, this has broken the rhythm of the Utah Jazz. There's no question.
Paul struggled a little bit, and then all of a sudden he started to find his range in Utah.
George on the right wing against Gobert, down the middle of the lane. George to the rim, extends, got it up, got it in, plus the foul. Paul George does it again.
George with in and out dribble, puts it up, whistle counted. PG on time.
I felt really good about it. The Clippers, they had found something.
Beverly knocks away from Mitchell. A steal for Jackson. On the left wing, he'll take another 3 for the lead. He got another one. The Clippers were down by as many as 21 points in the third quarter. Battle all the way back to take a 2-point lead in the fourth, but just ran out of gas for the second consecutive game. At the end of the day, we just saw this Clipper team come back from 2-0. And it's possible. We know that it's possible. But tough pill to swallow without a doubt. You regroup, you go back to LA, and now you've got to win games 3 and 4. You just have to do it.
Down 0-2, heading back to LA from Utah. It was rough. But we know what we had to do. We knew we needed to get the next 2 no matter what. You just got to go back to the drawing board at that point. You got to go see what you did wrong, what you did right, and I think our coaching staff did a great job preparing us for what's going to work.
Hey, just yesterday, we got to keep getting our stuff quick, all right? The faster we are getting our stuff, getting up the floor, getting our pace, getting into our sets, we're a way different team. Playoffs is, your back's against the wall all the time. We've made adjustments. Our coaching staff has been great with that, and our team has been great at just picking up the adjustments and understanding what we're trying to do.
We know what we have to do. We know it's not easy. We're going to continue to kick, scratch, claw, come in, put the work in daily, just find a way to fight for each other.
This is a make-or-miss league, and every now and then teams just make. The Jazz did what they needed to do, but there were these subtle adjustments late in Game 2. As I rewatched the film, I went, uh-oh, some things are being figured out here in the series.
The Clippers are going to try and do what no team has ever done, come back from multiple 2-0 deficits in the same postseason.
We know we played on the road in a tough environment, and we had a chance to win both games, and we didn't play extremely well. So our confidence is not wavered. We're not shaken. We just got to come out and play well tonight. I know we will.
Cross court to Morris, one more to George, and he slams it home.
We know what we're going to get out of Kawhi Leonard. The key is Paul George playing as aggressively as he did in Game 3.
George steps back and drills it.
That's just an excellent individual offensive play.
I mean, I just gotta, be aggressive. Try to find seams, try to find gaps, and continue to just try to make the game easier for everyone around me.
We all know how he can explode. His energy is electric, it's contagious, so once he gets going, we all kind of feed off of it, and it makes the game easier for us.
George whips it to Jackson cross court. Jackson stuck on automatic.
PG just started being PG and started taking over, taking his shots, taking his time, and doing what he does best.
Oh, he's cooking tonight.
George for three, got it! Paul George having himself a night so far.
I like when we're competing. That's all we got to do. Compete, we win the game. Everything else out the window.
So the Clippers out of the gates, much stronger defensively.
Mitchell spins right away, knocked away and taken away by Leonard. That defense where he just rips your heart out.
It was Paul George in the first half. It's been Kawhi in the second.
Leonard all the way to the cup.
With those guys being able to score one-on-one at any time, they feel like it. They demand so much attention. It's great to see those guys are buying in and getting to the paint and making their teammates better. And when we're playing like that, we're tough to beat.
Oh, this one will go in the win column for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard with a strong second half. Paul George responding again in a pivotal Game 3.
That's no way you can go out.
I got you.
Can't make him, you don't shoot. Yes, sir.
Getting that Game 3 was huge, but tonight's going to be even a bigger game for us, and I think we'll be ready and prepared for it.
Well, we got full trust in our teammates. Myself and Kawhi got full trust in each other. We're trying to be aggressive as well as being aggressive for others. We both understand we got to do whatever it takes to win.
George to the corner. Leonard launches. It's a three.
We're going to put the ball in their hands, and they got to make the right play, whether it's scoring the basketball or making their teammates better. And they've been doing a good job of doing both.
George crossover, drive middle to the lane. George all the way inside. He slams with two. Cannon and a foul.
If Paul has it going, we're going to go to him. If I got it going, it's going to come to me.
Leonard hangs and hits.
But if anybody else on the team has it going, we're going to try to get them the next shot as well.
Outside Morris, open for the right wing three. Marcus Morris has been a machine from three-point territory.
Those guys, those are our leaders, and, we go as they go, and they understand that. And, they've been doing a great job of, just attacking and finding the open man when need be, but, knowing when they need to be super aggressive.
Leonard against O'Neal, driving to his left, Leonard to the rim. Oh! Kawhi Leonard! A major poster! He just put Derek Favors into the earth! This is all cylinders for LA. Every one of them clicking.
Right now, their team's in the zone.
Blocked from behind by Beverly. Bogdanovich. Straight line drop. Denied. The clock. The Clippers get the equalizer. A strong effort at home to tie the series at 2-2.
An impressive performance. Great statement by the Clippers.
But there will be a lot of talk in regards to Leonard and his status. It appeared to be a right knee issue for Leonard.
The Clippers are going to be without Kawhi Leonard indefinitely starting tonight. The team says its star sprained his right knee in Game 4, so the Clippers head into tonight's Game 5 and beyond without their best player.
All season long, we've been preparing for this. Guys have been in and out of lineups, and we found ways to win games. That's what we've been doing all year long. So nothing changes. We're here. We know what it takes. We've done it before all year long. We got to win 2 games. We got the formula. We understand what we got to do. Don't try to do more than you've been doing all year. Just do your job. Just do what you've been doing all season long. And everybody got to be ready to go.
You know, right before shoot-around, I'm walking to breakfast, I believe, and T. Lou yells over to me. He's like, yo, you're starting today. I'm like, okay, let's see. You know, I got to get mentally ready. It's a different type of game now. We don't have Kawhi. But it was a place where we've been before, you know, without a star and trying to get the job done.
You know, it was a blow. It was a tough blow. Our season is alive because of all the work that he's done. And so we got to hold it together and continue to keep this boat afloat.
This is not going to be a game where you come in your place, game 5, in a swing game, and just walk to the lane for some layups. We're on the ground first, and we're just imposing our will with the physicality to start the game.
I felt like this was a situation tailor-made for a band of brothers to come together in one of the fiercest places to play. It is not an enviable assignment to go into Salt Lake and try to save your season and take a lead in the series.
All season long, this team has been about next man up, and the Clippers are going to have to come up with one of their most improbable and impressive wins of the season here tonight in Utah.
They're going to have to be at their very best if they want to have a chance to win here in Salt Lake.
Morris shot it so well last game, and the jumper is pure. Bogdanovich, quick trigger. Good for 3.
On the right wing, it's George. One to shoot, puts up the 3 over Gobert, and drills it.
The level of play offensively was remarkable. What's so interesting about that is as playoff series progress, it's usually the opposite.
George getting booed again as he dances on O'Neal. George crossover, tries to drive, turnaround jumper from 18. Oh, Paul George drains it.
It's so important that your best player play this way because it gives everybody confidence, and you're going to need it in this environment, especially the way the Jazz have started.
Bogdanovich. Bojan Bogdanovich is lethal. He is 6 of 6 from beyond the arc.
I've seen players in a zone. I've seen teams in a zone. I've never seen a game in a zone with how these 2 teams are shooting it from 3. This is just unreal.
They came out hot. We just knew we had to weather it, but we had to come back and attack them on the other end. Be aggressive. You know, that's really what it came down to.
George, crossover, driving middle on Favors, floats it up and in with a right hand, and the Clippers cut the deficit to 3. Jordan Clarkson now 3 for 4 from downtown off the bench.
In order for them to win this game, defensively, they're going to have to find a way to have an impact.
Bogdanovich had it knocked away. Beverly goes down to get it. George trying to take it at Gobert. Fade away. Oh, that is silky smooth.
He's special. Ball's special. He was ready to put the team on his back to carry extra weight, and he showed up and proved why he's one of the best players in this league.
Having left, George, step back, 10-footer on the way. Oh, Paul George, he lost Gobert and has 22. And the Clippers will go to the break down by just 5, despite Utah going 17 of 30 from 3-point range.
It's not just on PG. It's not going to be a one-man show. It's going to be a team effort. You know, guys got to step up, take their shots, you know, be aggressive, making plays for one another like we've done all season long.
Offensive rebound, Man. He's got the big. Man has got the bucket.
That's another big-time play there by Man.
Marcus Morris is piping hot from downtown.
Mook was phenomenal tonight. Reggie was phenomenal. T-Man, Nico, you know, they just made my job easy tonight.
Without a doubt, the winner of this game is in control. When both teams sense it, they know it, and they're acting accordingly.
George straight away, driving down the right side, now down the middle lane to the rim, up and under move, puts it in with the left hand.
Paul George was masterful in Game 5.
George stepping forward in the absence of Kawhi Leonard.
It was amazing as a teammate and as a fan, you know, to see him do what he does so well. He fueled all of us to try and be great. He was Paul George that day.
This is when you need to be your strongest, especially on the road.
The atmosphere in Vivint Arena with the unique structure of the building where the fans are right on top, the players always feel the crowd.
The fans are in a frenzy.
You know that the Jazz are going to bring it. You got force and their focus down the stretch.
Donovan Mitchell has been held in check. Trying to get going. High floater. Good and a foul. What a battle it's been tonight.
Step back, Jackson straight away has to force the jumper up. Oh, Reggie Jackson, raindrops.
Mitchell squares and hits. It's a three.
With so many injuries throughout the course of the season and so many different guys stepping up, and we had to win big games where our back was against the wall, we came out and performed. Nothing's really changed in these playoffs.
Jackson feeling it right now.
In and out crossover. Jackson driving middle, bumping with Gobert. Corkscrews it up and in with the right hand. Reggie Jackson with 20 points.
The kick, extra. Bogdanovich, pure.
107-103. Clippers by 4 with 3 minutes remaining. Have to get points here.
George draws a crowd. Man doesn't take the three. Drives in. Oh, he finishes. Terrence Mann.
The kid is fearless.
The team continues on to trust me. So, I got to go out there. I got to play. Just continue to be me.
Clippers up by 4 with possession. Isolation for George. George is fouled, and he's got it!
Paul George has delivered a classic.
37 points, 16 rebounds.
Talking about an inspired performance by this entire collective group.
As we've seen all season long, the resilience of this Clippers team is next level. From down 0-2, go up 3-2 on a 119-111 Game 5 win and have a chance to close it out Friday at Staples Center.
Yes, one more. It's a total team effort. Man, like I said, I'm proud of our guys. Every guy that played tonight contributed. We all just, stuck together and we found ways to win. And that's what you got to do when you want to compete for a championship.
They lock family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
We're gonna do it. Here we come.
Great crowd on hand here tonight at Staples Center. As nearly 19,000. They lifted the capacity restrictions just the other day here in Los Angeles.
It was electric in there. I got chills off the bat. Like in warm-ups, you could feel the energy. When we ran out there, you could feel that there was more people in there. You could feel that it was a different vibe.
Clippers are 1 win away from their first conference final. And Terrence Mann played very well in Game 5. Off to a good start here tonight.
5 to shoot, skip passes, Mann wide open, tries another right wing 3. Terrence Mann is 2 for 2.
Terrence Mann on the follow. It's been a man explosion here to start. Injuries open up opportunities, and Mann has taken full advantage. Jordan Clarkson already with 12 points in 8 minutes off the bench. Clarkson the drive on the pull-up. Shot's good. Clarkson is cooking right now.
He's got it going and punishing the Clippers defense.
It is a 21-2 Utah run.
Mitchell trying to draw a foul. He does. Shot's good and one. Chance for a 4-point play.
So similar to Game 5 where they couldn't miss in the first half.
The Clippers searching for answers right now as Utah's blown this open.
I'm thinking, they're playing like they don't want to go home, and we have to turn it around. It could have went either way. And when you're down 22 to a number 1 seed like that, you most likely don't have a chance of coming back. But I believed we could, and so did everybody else.
We went down, big time tonight, and we lose that game. We're going back to that crazy place in Utah, so and he find a way.
Jackson lobbing inside for George, goes up and slams with 2. George driving middle into the paint, kick out far side corner. It's Terrence Mann for 3. He got another one. We'll see if the Clippers can come back from down 22 at the half.
We didn't get discouraged. We kept pushing 1 possession at a time, nose down, just getting dirty, making plays.
Another steal by the Clippers. Mann drives at O'Neal, spins into a double team, trying to get out of trouble, and banks it home. And a timeout has to be called by Utah. 9 straight points by the Clippers.
Our team, I'll just tell you, they just don't quit. When it seems like we're down and out or our backs are against the wall, they keep fighting, they keep competing.
I love the defense and the increased intensity of the Clippers.
Terrence Mann, some good defense, 3-on-1. Mann to the basket, lays it up and in.
game's going back and forth. You know, we're cutting the lead down, and everybody's locked in.
Jackson drives right to left, down the right alley, kick out near side corner. Man, another three. Bottom.
Terrence Mann has 29. It's a 12-point game.
That's a kid that's confident right now.
I mean, you saw him stretch the floor, you saw him defensively, you saw him rebound, you saw him muscle his way to the basket. He did it in the most crucial part of the game.
Terrence Mann will not be denied.
The lead cuts to 10, and this building has erupted.
Jackson driving to his left against Clarkson. Kick out near side corner. Mann again for three. Oh yeah! Terrence Mann, 34. He's got 20 in the third, and the Clippers are within 7.
Here come the Clippers. Beverly back out Jackson for three. Bang! 2-point game. Clippers score 41 in the third quarter. 20 by Terrence Mann. And as we head to the fourth, it's a 3-point game.
And the hardest thing when you dig yourself such a big hole is completing the comeback.
Jackson on the drive. Nick Batum connects on three. Tie game.
Jackson left wing against Dingle. He wants to go to work, crossover left. Steps it back, now drives baseline. Jackson out of the basket, puts it up, puts it in. Clippers lead by 1.
What has been one of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA playoff history, but there's still so much time against a Jazz team that had been the best team in the NBA all regular season. Paul George with Mitchell on him. Gobert lurking. Step back, two-pointer. It's good. 7-point lead now for the Clippers. George to drive, back out Batum. Terrence Mann for three. Bang! Terrence Mann is unstoppable.
The atmosphere was great. You could just feel, you know, a shift in momentum all around. Everybody on the bench is standing up, cheering. The crowd standing up. Everybody's on their feet.
When Kawhi Leonard has gone down, Paul George has stepped up and deserves a lot of credit.
I thought the second half of tonight, you really saw a team that trusted one another.
No, easy it would have been for the Clippers to quit, down 20-something. They didn't throw in the towel. This says a lot about who they truly are.
Let's go, baby!
Jackson keeps it, driving right, down the right alley. Jackson to the rim, high off the window, over the top of Gobert.
27 for Jackson, an intoxicating performance.
We battled through adversity all year. We're together. We're a band of brothers. We really believe in each other. We believe when no one else does.
An emotional scene here at Staples Center as this LA team trying to make Clipper history.
Left wing, it's Jackson deep. Doesn't take the three. Beverly near side corner. Three over Gobert. Oh! Patrick Beverly! Splash!
To finish a game like this, to make history is special, man. Because blood, sweat, and tears into this.
One of the all-time great comebacks in NBA playoff history.
There you go.
Down 25 in the second half. Tyronn Lue and the LA Clippers will win their 4th straight game in this series. Decades of frustration for these fans. The emotions flowing here at the Staples Center.
Your Los Angeles Clippers are officially heading to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in their franchise history. Let's go, Clippers! Let's go, Clippers!
That's basketball right now, right here. That's basketball. I mean, that was amazing. I missed that. We all missed it, and I mean, that's why we played this game.